Now we got the camera issue fixed. Welcome back! And now we know that whenever the camera gets knocked out of whack, I'm just gonna fix it real quick. Anywho, what to talk about today? Well, I didn't watch Raw last night, so we're not gonna be talking about WWE. This is pretty much gonna be random. Hey, it's another basically random bullshit video. And by the way, for anybody wondering what we got in the glass tonight, this is what you call Trade Winds green tea. And if anybody wonders, I actually prefer that over Arizona because every time I drink the Arizona green tea, it gives me a headache. I wish I was joking. Um, so yeah, what to talk about now we got the camera working properly. I can't believe that was such a stupid mistake. Who knew that this camera actually had something that you can actually just hit like a dial? Ah, I do appreciate the folks at Logitech for helping me out with that though. Um, let me think here. Yeah, you kind of get that feeling sometimes when you deal with uh like my friend YouTube, my good friend YouTubeosaurus. You kind of get the feeling like sometimes you wonder what you're going to talk about, right? Like, all right, where are we? I got, and by the way, YouTubeosaurus, I got one for you. Try translating the back of this for the, hold on, since I know you want to learn Japanese, the blue part under here. Or if you really want to trip, almost the entirety of the back of this thing. It's like, ugh. But I will say this though, and this is to anybody who, doesn't live in Japan, like you live in the States or you live in Canada, like YouTubeosaurus or myself. Here's what I do, because I have the actual raw cartridge of the Sailor Moon RPG for Super Famicom. Here's what I did when I didn't have a walkthrough game fact to look at. When you have to go somewhere, what I always did was I tried to mentally picture, okay, where's the person probably calling from, or telling where am I thinking they're going to tell me to go, and then figure out how to get to that place. Example: in the Sailor Moon RPG, in the very first chapter in the game, they make you go to the hospital where Sailor Uranus, Sailor Neptune, and Sailor Saturn, or Tenno Haruka, Michiru Keo, and Tomoe Hataru are waiting in the hospital. But obviously it's in all Japanese unless you play the hacked for the ROM hack. By the way, YouTubeosaurus, if you try to play that one, there's the Bishoujo Senshi translations did it completely hacked the script of the ROM, and they actually have it translated completely in English if you want to get a chance to play it. But that one only goes up to season 3, which kind of sucks. Anywho, and you have to go into this hospital. Well, you're trying to read Japanese, so you're trying to figure out, okay, where are they telling you to go? My brain somehow processed okay, third floor, and all the way to one side. I think it was, I forget if it was either left or the right. And I figured that out without knowing fuck one of Japanese. No joke. Um, and then, by the way, this isn't me bragging saying that I'm, the dog's bollocks when it comes to Japanese, because I'm not. I'm just, I've just gotten to the point where I can basically make my brain translate the key stuff that I would need to survive. Like, okay, if you, am I saying if you stuck me in Japan, I would be able to survive a week without, having a course? No. But what I am saying is, um, if I went to um, Japan and if I was trying to just translate directions of how to get somewhere, I'm fairly confident that I could figure out if I had to get to a vital place like a hospital or a bus station. Don't ask me how I do it either, because like when I played the game, the first time I ever played it too, right out of the box, didn't have it. I didn't have the internet. Because I was playing in my brother's room, in Pensgrove. I was playing in my brother's room, and I didn't have a computer nearby, so I didn't have a game facts to look up. And I'm sitting there, and I'm thinking, okay, I have to get to this area, or I'm getting a phone call from somewhere. Now I have to um, figure out, okay, how do I get there? So I walked there, and I said, okay, I'm in this room. Now, how do I get to where I need to get to? And I'm thinking, okay, what was the phone call? Then I remember, okay, third floor or top floor, and then all the way to one side of the one side. I forget, like I said, I forget if it was the right or the left. Mind you, it's not translated. This was before I even knew about the hack. It wasn't translated. I had no game fact. I had no strategy guide sitting in front of me. I had to figure that out on my own. So how does one do that? Well, the way I have it figured is you have to somehow like force your brain, if you're not like having some type of character guide in front of you, to go, okay, where am I going? And then you're like, okay, got it, bam. And if anybody's going to try and play an RPG and you're playing in completely, in complete Japanese, you're going to have to force your brain, force your force your mind to try and make you go, okay, and then get there, because otherwise you're, as the term goes, SOL or shit out of luck. I mean, that's all I do. With God's my witness, that's all I did. I sat there and I said, okay, I'm being told you have to get to this room. But where is it? And I'm thinking, okay, then I'm like, all right. Now, could I translate the items that I need to buy? Fuck no. I'm not going to tell you I could. But it's just one of those things that it's like, okay, got it, moved on. Matter of fact, what chapter did I somehow make it to? The first time I tried to do it, let me think. Oh yeah, Sailor Mars' chapter in section part 2 of the game.